Hello, everybody. Yeah, good day today. Not a lot happening, but a lot to talk about. Met up with my new Finnish friend, Johannes. We're going to talk about Jonathan here in a little bit, and went back to Kitty Pachersk and helped make some more camo netting. Um, oh my God, I can't even remember the name of it. Um, there was a group of There's kind of a group of maybe about 10 10 women making the Ukrainian Easter eggs, because actually this coming Sunday is Easter in Ukraine. Um and there was a gal dressed up in all the traditional dress and shirt and everything, and she was teaching them all how to make the eggs. And they one of the other volunteers is actually a woman from New York, uh, flawless English, but she's actually lived in Ukraine for the last 20 years. But she brought me and Johannes in there and showed us, like, and got to watch and how it was done and everything. And they asked if we wanted to try one, but I'm just like, I'm not a very artistic person. And when you watch the gal that was kind of giving the class or whatever you'd say on it, um, like absolute artists. These eggs are, I don't know if anybody's ever seen them, but they're absolutely beautiful. Very cool process to watch. And yeah, with the dyes and the wax and making little designs, and they string in tassels through the eggs. Somehow they empty the eggs. I don't know how they do that, but very, very cool. But anyway, so and then later in the day, um, well, I guess in the morning, Johannes had sent me. I was actually in the process of looking up a couple of these other organizations to try and see if I can pick up some volunteer work through. And then while I was in the process of looking these up and trying to figure out how to do it, he just happened to message me on WhatsApp and sent me links to admission forms and fill out everything, and did all that. And then yeah, um, while we were at the place making netting, um, one of the guy, his name is Tim, not Timur, but he had hit up Johannes about going to Dnipro to work on an orphanage. And Johannes is heading back home next week to Finland for a few weeks. And so he asked me, and then threw my name out there, and it was actually very cool because he said, hey, yeah, I've worked with him a few days. I like working with him, and he seems like a good guy. And so that was kind of nice to hear. That was the the whole point, right? Um, so yeah, he had me record a little audio message to him. Um, a little bit later, he had actually got hit up by the coordinators of Brave because of my application, and I put him down as a reference, which didn't know his last name. It's just like Johannes from Finland. I don't know, but they knew exactly who I was talking about, because he's been around for about 10 months now. So anybody in the volunteering community basically knows the guy. Um, but anyway, yeah, I put my name in the hat, and they liked hearing, like, my job experience, my work experience, stuff like that. And then he gave my number to a group of other volunteers who were headed to a pub. Johannes wasn't going to go, but I almost didn't go just because it's just so out of my element just to show up at a bar, just meet absolute strangers and everything. But I'm very, very happy I did, because um, guy Jonathan hit me up, went over to the bar. If I'm rambling a little bit, I am a touch. I'm a little tipsy, but I'm always rambling. Who am I kidding? But yeah, met Jonathan. He's Dutch. Really nice guy. Got along really great with him. And then another guy who's a little quieter, but I think we kind of hit it off. Um, uh, Vasily. He's a Romanian guy. Um, I, like more and more foreign volunteers kind of funneled into the bar throughout the night. There's a Kazakh, there's an Irish guy, there's a guy from the UK, another guy from America, another kind of a younger kid from New Mexico, um, a French guy, all like some of the coolest people. Um, Very glad I got to meet all of them. And I'm hoping this whole thing with networking and trying to find a place to where I can like use my whatever skills I have, whether that just be back-breaking labor or whatever it just happens to be, right? Um, yeah, I'm just really, really anxious to like get in and actually use the stuff that I know how to do, right? Um, anyway, I hit it off really well with Jonathan and Vass. Both said they're both planning to go to the Dnipro as well. Um, Talked to them a little bit about it. They both were kind of telling me like, "Hey, you seem like a perfect fit. Like this is we need a guy like we need a guy like you down there with us. Somebody who kind of has background." They said there's a lot of other volunteers that are just kind of like I don't know, call it college age, like kids, the girls, boys, like none of them have any kind of construction background whatsoever. So they're super interested in me, and hopefully they'll help with keeping my name in the hat. Um, I did get contacted by Timur on um, Telegram. He said he would let me know some more details, but then I didn't hear from him the rest of the day, which is fine. It sounds like it's supposed to kick off like Monday. I don't know if that's when they're planning to make the trip down there or that's when they're wanting to start. Hopefully, I can get those details in a couple days. But yeah, the another point of like the work that I wanted to do, whether it's on like the liquidation side of things, which is liquidators are the people that go in and clean up after attacks and stuff like that, and try and help pick up the pieces and help make things livable again, and it's got to get that whole process started. But the entire thing is or it was an orphanage for teenaged teenage kids who had lost their families in the war, and of course it got struck. So sounds like a lot of the orphans have been rehomed to a university nearby into like dormitories and stuff like that. And I believe we're going to be kicking off the process to try and kind of start working on restoring the location. Um, so yeah, if it's something I could get into, it would be fantastic. It would really kind of fill out my time here and actually, hopefully feel valuable while I'm there doing it. Tomorrow will be day 8, and I am used to being away from home for work, 5 days at a time or so, and I did have to kind of tell myself at the beginning of this, and I had to tell the wife at the same time, is like, hey, I'm only home, 2 days a week anyway, be gone a month. It's really, basically 8 days, right? It's not that long, Um, it's hard with the time difference and everything like that. I don't really get to talk to anybody. So it makes it a little difficult. Uh, yeah, not used to it, I guess I'd say. Um, Miss the wife, miss the kids, and yeah, miss being able to talk to friends and stuff like that. It is kind of I don't know, kind of hitting, I guess, a little bit. So I am genuinely anxious to get busy, and again, yeah, that's why I'm here. As far as everything else concerned, another quiet day in Kiev. Nothing, I guess, too much more to write home about, I guess. So thanks for listening.